So I want to talk about how I think that you should learn JavaScript in 2017, and really whether you have no experience in programming whatsoever and JavaScript is your first language, or if you have experience in another language but you've never written JavaScript before, or if you are a web developer, you use JavaScript but still want to improve your skills. Really, this sort of mentality, I think, is really applicable to all of those three categories. In my opinion, what you need to do is just build a very simple application using the very core technologies like HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I'm talking about vanilla JavaScript with no fancy sort of ES 2016 Plus or TypeScript features or anything like that, because that just adds to the complexity. Likewise with CSS, you don't use Sass or Less or any, CSS precompilers or Jade for HTML, stuff like that, because it's just complicating the matter. And if you're new to web development especially, then this could easily overwhelm you given the amount of tools and frameworks, like JavaScript frameworks for example, that there are out there. And it's very easy to get confused and bogged down in all these technologies that really you don't actually need to get the job done. Because remember, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, just the vanilla JavaScript, will do everything that you need to do. It's just, it won't be as fast, it might not be as easy, and it won't be as efficient. So that's when you sort of want to utilize the other frameworks, but only when you're trying to do what you want to do. So in other words, build a simple application and then add one thing to it each time you sort of get familiar with the entire toolset that you're using. So if say your toolset is HTML, CSS and JavaScript, maybe try adding Angular and then see how you get on with that. Build an application, if that's okay too. Maybe try installing Node, and then, I'm not saying write a Node application, but just build a very simple thing utilizing, say, Live Server, which is a NPM module, and you install those things, get that set up, and then when that's working, add one more thing. So build a very simple application, add one thing to it, and then iterate on that process. That, I think, is going to really help you to learn JavaScript, because the amount of stuff that's out there is going to really easily overwhelm you if you don't sort of take all that into consideration and just learn it bit by bit as you need to be able to accomplish what you want to do, rather than trying to learn a tool set that doesn't really have any sort of functional application. Because the whole point is that you should be trying to build a functional web application, not just faffing around learning something like Sass or Less or Jade or any of the JavaScript frameworks like Mushroom.js or Express.js or anything else. Like, they're just a couple just off the top of my head. It's like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't help you to do the job of building more effective web applications.